In this Borderlands 4 video, I bring you what in my opinion are the top 5 best grenades you need to get your hands on, so let's get into it. How's it going guys? My name is DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps me out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. So in this video we check out 5 plus of the best grenades you can get in the game, with a couple of honourable mentions at the end also. So let's get into it people. And first up, which is going to be no surprise to anybody, is the crit knife. So I'm pretty sure everybody is aware of this, and although I've noticed a trend of players hating on folks using this within their builds, which within itself is wild to me in a PvE game, but I think it's because it allows for crazy damage to be introduced for more or less minimal effort, which I just don't really understand. Imagine hating on players for building a max damage build in a game where it's all about building a max damage build. I think the problem here is the fact that it seems kind of cheap, but in my opinion players will always use shortcuts and let them play how they want. If you want to spend weeks maximizing a build which does less damage than a simple setup, which includes one of the most broken items in the game, I mean, you do you. Let people play the game how they want to play. But what's actually good about it? Well, the best role I feel you can get on this, and this will depend on obviously the person you ask, I feel paired with the 2 main perks of damage amp payload and penetrator augment, which are the ones you want for that crazy damage, I think bloodthirsty is the best you can have due to that life steal. So how this grenade works is, well, you throw it, things die. It's as simple as that really. I mean, if you can't figure it out by looking at what this thing offers, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so we're going to move on from the crit knife, and next up we have the jelly. Now, the reason I'm actually including this because it's a great all-round grenade, but it's one you can also get and farm for real early on, and can be used throughout your playthrough. It has on itself self-replicating, which basically sees a grenade after being thrown, replicating and exploding multiple times again. And the best thing about this is it comes with any element too, so it really isn't limited at all in that way. Now it's a great grenade, does plenty of damage. I mean, what's not to love here? Now the jelly is a legendary that drops from the early boss of Splash Zone if you're interested in getting it. Okay, so moving on. So within my Borderlands 3 days, I love those Merv grenades. The ones where you'd throw a grenade, it would track, it would blow up, it would spawn in more Mervs, they would track, they would blow up, they would spawn in more Mervs, and they would track. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything like that in this game besides a legendary, which we will come to. The thing about this game is the Merv grenades initially will track, but upon them exploding they seem to just bounce on the spot. I haven't seen any that track after they explode and spawn in additional Mervs, which is very unfortunate. I mean, I've got plenty of purple grenades which you'd think would do this, but they actually do not. And it's why I'm including the grenade of Swarm. So this legendary grenade is probably my favourite in the game, and that's because it does exactly what I want, and it reminds me of those Borderlands 3 days. It tracks, it explodes, it spawns more grenades, they track, they explode, they spawn more grenades, and they track. This thing is an absolute beast. The only thing lacking with this grenade is no burn choices. Well, I haven't come across any anywhere. I'd love this with radiation on it, but nope, I don't think you can get it with that radiation on. Now if you want to try your luck with getting this grenade, you need to come to the Prospects Ripper drill site and farm the boss of Sydney Pointy Legs. Okay, so next up guys, we have the Slippy. Now the reason I have included this is how unique this is in regards to what it does and what it offers. This grenade deals melee damage, which is perfect for melee damage builds. Perfect for the right build on Aimman for instance, and well, to be honest, many other builds I've seen people creating out there. And to be honest guys, it's quite powerful even if you don't focus on melee. So you chuck this thing, it bounces, it spawns another fish, it bounces, spawns another fish, it bounces, spawns another fish, it bounces, etc, all at the same time while dealing that melee damage. So if you stack up melee damage throughout your build, this would be an incredible grenade for you. So to get this grenade guys, you need to come farm the boss of Shadowpout, who can be found within the Whistler's Moor abandoned mine. Okay, so next up guys, we have a grenade I actually recently got and fell in love with trying it live within a video. It's called the UAV. It's quite a simple grenade which you throw. It cools down a few missiles and things go boom. It's quick acting, doesn't hang about, deals plenty of damage, but does it quite quickly, which is what you want. I mean, yeah, for sure it's got no pretty effect. The effect doesn't last that long, but the little beast it is, it does great damage, especially with the fact it can come with all those elemental damages on it, which is pretty cool. So you throw this thing, it cools in missiles and makes things go boom. That's what death from above is. Now this UAV grenade comes from the boss of Mimikron, who can be found within this bunker. Now these bunkers open up after you've passed the 5th main story mission, I believe it is, the one that's called One Foul Swoop. Do that story mission and these bunkers will appear on your map. Come to this specific one, get through it, come to the boss of Mimikron, farm him, and good luck with it. Okay, so next up guys, we have easily one of the best grenades in the game, if not the actual best, and it's the Firepot. So this grenade has spicy, spawns homing torque stickies over time. So this thing basically acts like your average torque weapon. Fires those projectiles, they stick to enemies and they detonate upon you reloading or swapping weapons. And there's no difference here. You throw that grenade, it spawns in those torque stickies, they track enemies down, they stick to them. Once you reload or swap weapons, they will indeed explode. Now the thing about this though, what makes it absolutely incredible, are those torque stickies scale damage wise with your weapon damage. So if you have weapon damage on your build, so if on your skill tree you have anything that buffs weapon damage, these grenades basically get those buffs. The only weapon damage I believe that doesn't affect these grenades are the ones on your enhancement and maybe your class mod. But skill tree wise, if you've got extra damage in one way or another, those bonuses are applied to these grenades. And also people, if you have something that's triggered by weapon damage, these grenades can also trigger that for you, so pretty cool. So this grenade drops from a boss called Leader Willem, who is found at the end of a 5-part quest line, which starts from Enter the Electi Part 1, seen on screen here. Now you actually have to get through the main story until you get up to the point of meeting this lady to get these side quests, so yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, but Part 1 is Enter the Electi Part 1, then the next side quest is Enter the Electi Part 2. You then have to do the Council Divided, then a Traitor Within, and then the Mole's Gambit. All these quest lines open up one after the other and more or less picked up from the exact same spot. Now at the end of the Mole's Gambit quest line, the side quest, you fight Leader Willem. From this point, upon you finishing the quest, he then becomes available for you to farm. So farm away guys and get this incredible grenade. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a few honourable mentions. Firstly, the Disco. Now this grenade, although far from the worst in the game in regards to damage output, I mean it could be good. If it tracked, it would be on my list for sure. But what I love about this thing is the music it plays upon being thrown. I just absolutely love it. Now the Disco grenade drops from Bramblesong, who is the bit of an abandoned mine boss, seen on screen now. Next up guys, we have the Blockbuster grenade. Man oh man, I wish this thing tracked. It would be the best grenade in the game in my opinion, but unfortunately it doesn't. But what it does do guys is give unreal AoE damage. Now I'm currently looking for a radiation one. I have a fire shock and cryo one. I know that radiation one is out there somewhere, so I'm going to farm until my fingers fall off until I get it. So it drops from the Royal Lictor boss, who can be found within the Umbro Foundry area. But yes, the Blockbuster grenade probably should be on this list of best grenades in the game. It probably is on certain builds, that is for sure. It does incredible AoE damage. If it tracked though, man oh man, this thing would be on another level. Okay, so lastly for today's video and honourable mentions is the Chuck Assault Rifle. Now why is this on a grenade list, you may be wondering. Well, that's because this thing can indeed drop with a TDO perk of tracking and splitting into grenades upon making impact, which makes this thing an unreal weapon for any grenade build out there. I got one at like a level 30 odd and haven't seen another one since, but I on mine had that TDO tracking feature on it, where when it hits an enemy it splits into like 4 grenades, probably even more than that, 6 grenades, and it does some great damage, and I hadn't even built into grenades at all. So I can't imagine what this would be like on a grenade build. But yeah, for sure guys, this is a great weapon. Now where you get this from is actually there's 2 bosses in the game that can drop this. We have Fractis, who is this order bunker boss, and then we know it drops from the Foundry Freaks, who are found at the Pitted Stain Ripper Drill site. But yeah, it's probably better here guys to farm Fractis, who's just a single boss you can repeat over and over. The Ripper Drill sites and the Foundry Freaks, you have to take out multiple enemies before they spawn in, and there's 3 of them. But yeah, it's up to you, make your choice and farm who you wanna. And there we have it guys, for what in my opinion are the best grenades in the game. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like really helps me out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.